Okay, folks, welcome to Best Stock Charts for the coming week. This is Bob Desmond over at the Contrarian Trader, and we have a whole bunch of really awesome charts to go over. But before we get started, I just want to remind, if you get some value out of this video, please give me a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'll definitely get back to you. If you're watching us on Stock, Twitch, or Twitter, follow me there, leave a comment. Again, I'll definitely get back to you. And I also produced another video this weekend, a very busy weekend, about my analysis on the cryptocurrencies. I will link to that at the end of this video. And I think you'll find the correlation that I draw between where we stand at current with the cryptocurrencies is eerily similar to the semiconductor sector back in 2000, right before the crash. So before we get into that one, let's begin with best stock charts for the coming week. Again, I think we have some really good setups here. So enjoy and give me some feedback. And don't forget to follow me for future videos. I'm going to begin with EYES. Now, we're long of EYES. We booked profits, I should say a quarter position profits. We took a quarter of our position off at the very highs of the week. Why? We were trading above the 3 standard deviation Bollinger Band, and RSI was near 90. So we had to show some discipline and book some profits, and then we rebought down with a one handle again on Friday. And I'll be looking to add more to this position in the coming week and weeks. Now, why do we get involved with Second Sight Medical Products? This weekly chart, we began accumulating a position as we were breaking out above resistance levels. And then when we finally broke out above this primary downtrend line, we added aggressively to our position. And you could see, even on a weekly chart, we remain overbought. And as I mentioned before, this topping tail is a sign of profit takers and folks that are what you call overhead supply. What is that? That means that people that bought here, they want their money back. They're not looking to make a profit. They've sat all of 2017 with a loss on their trading platform, and the minute that it turned green versus red, they sold their position. And it's human nature, it's psychology. We may see a continuation pullback here and a retest of this breakout point. That's great. I hope it does do that. I could buy more at a lower price. So I'll be looking to add more EYES in the coming week and weeks. All right, first stock up for our watch stocks, BHP Bulletin. These are going to be all weekly charts. I'll discuss the daily and intraday charts with members on the week ahead commentary. That's coming out on Sunday. And while our silver and gold memberships are closed to new members, we're at capacity. You can sign up for our bronze level membership, a very reasonable price, and you'll get the week ahead commentary and the month ahead commentary. So BHP Bulletin on a weekly basis broke out last week on RSI, a leading indicator out of this bull flag formation. We've had a multi-week consolidation on BHP Bulletin after it had broken out of an inverted head and shoulder setup. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here's the neckline. It broke out above it. Consolidation. I think that BHP Bulletin in the coming week and weeks is going to be moving higher. So members will talk more about BHP and adding it to our portfolio. Apple. We'll talk about, this is a daily chart. Members, we'll talk more about the daily chart of Apple on the week ahead commentary. That'll be coming out tomorrow. But for best stock charts, let's talk about the weekly chart. We are in a triangle formation, poised for a breakout. RSI looking good, holding the lower band of support and hooking up. Stokes, while yes, overbought, they can move higher here, and I think that they will. Volume was about average last week, but it was the first fairly good week of volume in several weeks, so that's very positive. Apple, I'm bullish on. Southern Copper, SCCO. We talked about this several weeks ago. We never put the trade on because we were waiting for a breakout or a retest of support. We got that retest of support last week. What I'm looking for now is a breakout above this secondary downtrend line. It's what I like to put up as an early warning signal. Because if we clear this early warning signal, this hurdle, in all probability, we're coming up to retest this upper band of resistance. So if we get a close above it, we could scratch the itch, buy a few shares. By no stretch of the imagination are we going to put on a big position. Because what I want to do is I want to be able to stop out if we fail to break out above this upper band of resistance with only a small, in this case, a profit. But if we break back down into this trading range here, a small loss. So it's all risk management. Volume outstanding last week, well above average. Members, we'll be talking more about Southern Copper on the week ahead commentary. LNG, another one which we had been watching for several weeks. But now we are very close to pulling the trigger here on LNG. We have a double bottom setup on RSI. It's holding support. We have Stokes hooking up. We have a bullish reversal week last week, but no breakout yet. And we did see some sellers moved in, take it off the high of the week. So this is not a bullish key reversal. And a bullish key reversal, and this is my own terminology, so don't go looking for it on Google. A bullish key reversal would have you closing at the ultra high of the week, but we didn't get that. So therefore, in my book, it's a bullish reversal week, but still very, very good. Volume, outstanding, good stuff. iStar Inc., STAR, the symbol, weekly chart. We have a bullish key reversal last week. We closed right at the secondary downtrend line here. That's my early warning signal. We're looking for a break above it. Then we could scratch the itch, put on a small position. I am worried about the Stokes. Rarely do you see V-shaped recoveries on Stokes. Normally you get a double bottom setup like you saw here, here. You had one here, but it wasn't below 20. A double bottom setup here. So I don't think we're going to get that. I think we're going to get another pullback here. And it might be above this early warning signal, and then we consolidate above it, and then we move higher. And that's just fine. No breakout yet on RSI. We're still in a downtrend, putting in a series of lower highs and lower lows. AIG, the next chart up. Now, this is a stock that's in a trading range. And the last time I traded AIG was back in 2008, and it was trading for pennies. But then they did their reverse split, which is why you have such a higher dollar amount from the 2008 lows. Anyway, right now what we're witnessing here is a stock that's within a trading range and a fairly good risk-to-reward entry point because we have a known support level. And if we break that support level, we know exactly where to put our stop. And I would expect a rally probably up to, let's throw up a secondary downtrend line here, probably a rally up into $64 per share. Then you'll find some resistance there. If we close above it, you'll see a rally up to this prior high here at 66.59. And if we get a breakout, then we could look to build an aggressive position, but we're far away from talking about that strategy. So for right now, we're talking about trading the channel. Members, we'll talk more about AIG. PDLI, I always look for catalysts when I trade stocks. What might propel them higher? Is it good fundamentals? Is it a short squeeze? Is it rumor of a buyout? And in this case here, I have a fairly good catalyst for a significant move higher, but I'll be discussing that with members on the week ahead commentary coming out tomorrow. So right now, for the purposes of discussion, this chart here, you have an inverted head and shoulder setup, left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Here's our secondary downtrend line. Here's the primary upper band of resistance, or the neckline. I think we're breaking out fairly soon. A double bottom setup on RSI at the 50 level, bullish stuff. Same deal here on Ultimate Oscillator. Members, more to come on PDLI. Beneficial Mutual Corp. Another one with a really good catalyst to get propelled higher. Now, you could see here, it closed above the secondary downtrend line. Last week, it flashed a bullish key reversal. I think we're moving higher in the coming weeks. So members will talk more strategy regarding BNCL, but the path of least resistance is higher. Brookline Bancorp, weekly chart. We're very close to a breakout point. We actually did break out 3 weeks ago, but that breakout failed. and now we're trying to recover and break out once again. So I'm not ready to buy this one yet. It's apparent that you have sellers above. This is the market sending you a signal. We can complain that the market's corrupt, that it's rigged against the small investor, and it is. But if you ignore the signals that the market gives you for free, then you run the risk of losing a substantial amount of money. This chart here, these topping tails and reversal bars are telling you that you have buyers back here that are selling into strength. It's called overhead supply. Don't fall victim of it. California amplifier. A bullish key reversal last week. We are in a triangle formation. I think that we're forming a double bottom setup on Stokes and possibly one on RSI. That would be very bullish as a technical setup. DFEN, the Direxion Daily Aerospace and Defense Leveraged ETF. Folks, this is volatile. We broke out last week. Members, we're going to be a part of this one. So we're definitely going to spend some time on the weekly and daily and intraday charts of DFEN, formulating a strategy for our entry and exit on this trade, as well as other stock symbols I already went over on this video. RIOT blockchain. Okay, so this is one that was brought to my attention by one of our members, and I discussed it on Morning Update yesterday, and this is what I said. Let's talk about RIOT now. That's my my elevator speech regarding cryptocurrencies. Let's go to a weekly chart first, do our normal drill down. Okay, so RIOT weekly chart, we have a lot of resistance back here. And let me say this, before we even get into RIOT, the chart, I have traded into and through two major bubbles. And when you first look at this chart, you'll probably exhale and say, wow, this can't go any higher. Folks, it can go higher. There is a mania behind these names. So while this chart doesn't look as though it can go higher, it can go a lot higher and for a considerable amount of time. But at any time, you could see this thing just fall apart. So respect it, understand that it can go higher. You need to buy the breakouts, because right now, if you bought right now, you have topping action at resistance. That could be the end. Who knows? But if you get a breakout above resistance and close there, the probability of a continuation move higher is quite likely. Now, Stokes, you're seeing lower highs. Same deal here on RSI. I can't buy this until we get a breakout above resistance. And you had resistance right up here, last seen back in 2014, 27.68 per share. Huge volume, massive volume. But keep in mind, we're well off the highs of the week. So some of that was selling. But net, you have more buyers than sellers. Now on a daily chart, what I'll be looking for is a breakout above this upper band of resistance at, let's call it $25.75 to $26 per share. Watch the lower highs on RSI and on Stokes, but it could be a consolidation. That's it. Volume yesterday was good. Just watch for a breakout. I would trade it as a momentum trade, which it apparently is. You got a nice bull flag formation back here, a triangle formation here. You have a very tight triangle formation developing. If you see a sell-off this morning, you could buy it, scratch the itch, wait for that rally. If the rally puts in a lower high and we take out the morning's lows, I would stop out. I would then add more on a breakout above the upper band of resistance. That's how I would trade it. Just be careful. Please use a trailing stop loss order. Keep it loose. You don't want to get stopped out too early, but it also allows you to capture the gains while the stock is trading at extreme overbought levels, and that's probably where it's going. So you could see that on a daily chart that I had just gone over, let's go to it. We did in fact break out on Friday, but we did close off the highs of the day. No breakout yet on Stokes, no breakout yet on RSI. It's very close to a buy signal, but let's keep in mind that if you didn't watch my video regarding the cryptocurrencies, go check it out because they are very overbought. And if they begin to correct, you should expect that RIOT is going to correct, as well as any other stock or ETF related to the cryptocurrency arena. The TZA. We booked profits on our short of the Russell 2000 earlier in the month, and I'm glad that we did because we didn't want to fight seasonality as we proceeded into the new year. This period after the Federal Reserve meeting is far more favorable towards bulls than what it is towards bears. After the first of the year, that all changes. So right now, I like this setup here on a weekly chart. We have higher lows on Stokes, higher lows on RSI. The price action last week, no new weekly high, and in fact, it sold off last week at the end. But we're holding support, but I will not buy it until after the first of the year. Members will talk more about strategy here. Gold. Prior to the Federal Reserve meeting earlier in the week, I called a bottom within 6 trading days of that video on gold. And you can see that since that point in time, we have rallied. Now, would I go buying gold hand over fist on Monday morning? No, I wouldn't. Because we have yet to recapture resistance. We were above it last week, but we pulled back on the week. We have a double bottom setup forming on Stokes. I think that we're bottoming out here. You have a lot of traders out there predicting that we're going to see another leg down. They could be right. I'm not right 100% of the times, far from it. But I think that given the comments that came out of the central banksters this past week in Washington and in Brussels, I think that this is going to be more of the same. Free money. They're ignoring inflation. They deny it. And eventually it's going to club them over the head like a baby seal. And they could raise rates, but unfortunately, the horse will be out of the barn. You're going to see gold rally along with rates. That may not be for another couple of months, but it's coming. So members will talk more about gold and our gold mining position on the week ahead commentary. Folks, if you're not currently a member, I only have the bronze membership level open. There's a link below to go check out the features of our bronze level membership. So sign up and you'll be first notified of when our silver and gold memberships open up. If you are not on our email list, please, if you watch this on the website, enter your email address. We hate spam too. You'll not be spammed. You get all my videos. If you watch this on YouTube, follow me there. Subscribe to my channel. Click that bell and you get notified of when I put up new videos. Leave a comment below. And if you're watching this on Stock, Twitch, or Twitter, leave a comment. Follow me there, please. Everybody have a great holiday season and a very happy new year. If I don't happen to engage with you by then, God bless and enjoy.